Subscribe to Cooking and Travel by Dr. Papori Barooah and press on the bell icon for all notifications.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's a cheesy coriander baked Italian rice today. So let's start making the special dish today. Let me now introduce you to the ingredients of the coriander Italian baked rice or baked coriander Italian rice. For that I have taken here basmati rice, around a cup of basmati rice, and you can always take any other rice variety, and I've already cooked it with a little bit of salt there. I will need a lot of coriander leaves and around 7-8 pods of garlic and 1 small onion and just an inch of ginger. All of these will go into making a fine paste. I'll need around 2-3 tablespoons of butter. So this is like mozzarella cheese. I think I'll need half of this, like half of the cube of mozzarella there. 1 big onion sliced into small pieces. Some spring onions. If you do not get spring onions, you can always leave it, no problem. But it always makes it better. I will also need some milk, around a glass of milk there. The cooking will be done in some vegetable oil, and boil 1 big potato diced into small pieces there, and 1 carrot also with some salt and water. Some herbs that will make it purely Italian, mixed herbs, rosemary, parsley, oregano, and of course some pepper. All of these will go to make my beautifully baked coriander Italian rice. So the oil is heated up and now I'm going to put in the onion. Some greens have also got in, no problem. But just give it a nice fry there. Of course, they should not be brown as we normally do it in most of the Indian cooking. They're just a little caramelized sort of. Get that beautiful glistening color on them. We'll wait for that for some time. And then put in the boiled veggies. You can use any veggies of your choice. I'm just resisting myself and using only potatoes and carrots just because they are my favorites. So I'm just going to give it a nice fry and put in some of the greens there. All of them goes in. It's going to be coriander rice and the green will of course enhance its color. So let it cook on for some time on medium heat. Okay, I just now put in some salt also. Be careful with the salt because we're going to add in salt later also, and then give it a mix there. It's because the veggies are boiled, there's no problem. You can very well put in the rice immediately now. The rice goes in. Give it a nice mix there. Look at the beautiful splash of color. You have the red, orange, the green. Now, but this is all going to become green totally because now we're going to put in the coriander paste, which we just put in the mixie. So let it be like this for some time on slow flame, and let me get going making the white sauce. Now I'll just drop in the mixture from the mixie. Make it all beautifully green there. Try to mix everything together. The coriander, the flavor, the smell. You can imagine how beautiful the smell is in my kitchen now. So this is done now. Please taste in for the salt, and we are not adding any other spices here. All the spices will go to the milk. In fact, the white sauce we'll make now. So I've taken the milk in a pan there. I'll just drop in little by little all of them. So a little bit of oregano. Don't put a lot of them because the flavors, anyway I'm going to create a storm here the way I'm using it. The parsley and of course the rosemary, just a few, and mixed herbs. Along with that I'll also put in 1 tablespoon of, not tablespoon, just a small 1.5 teaspoon sort of butter. Let it give it a nice mix there and let it boil up. You may add a few grains of sugar, but I'm avoiding sugar here. There's a different sort of sauce that I want to prepare today. I'm not using any maida or refined flour at all. I'm adding a little bit of salt also, but we have to be careful with the amount of salt that we're using. So let it boil and thicken up, reduce in quantity. So it took me around 4 to 5 minutes on high flame. I was constantly stirring it, and so we have a sort of consistency that we want. And now this is done. Now let us go and layer our rice. I've taken a baking dish there and greased it, and I'm going to layer it with the rice. Rice is extremely flavorful. As I said, this is going to be a storm that I'm creating. Can you imagine? Because of the coriander and all others, and on the top will be the Italian flavors that will be seeping into the rice, and you can imagine how beautiful and delicate it will be. So all of the rice goes in. Every grain finds a place for itself in my dish, and then just press it down a bit. In the meantime, I've left my oven at preheat at 180 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes. Each grain goes in. Done. Now, all I need to do is just drop in the flavored white sauce on top. This will seep in beautifully and will flavor my rice. So try and level it all around. This goes very well with baked fish. I'll share the link of the recipe of the baked fish. If you're interested, you can always try it out together. The next thing, the mozzarella on the top, which is like the cherry in the pudding. Mozzarella melting into your mouth when you eat it. So that's it. All of it is going in as much as you want. It depends on how cheesy you really want your dish to be. And so this is done and ready to go into the oven at 180 degrees centigrade. I'm basically putting it on grill. Everything is cooked after all. I want the beautiful brown on my, when the cheese melts. And now for the little bit of pepper on the top. The black dotted pepper on the top. And the crunch that you feel when you eat into it. So this is going to the oven at 180 degrees centigrade on grill for around 10 to 15 minutes, or at least till when all this, the mozzarella melts down into its brownness. And it's out from the oven. My cheesy coriander baked rice. Look at that, the beautiful, melting of the mozzarella on the top. This is really going to be a cheesy treat, I guess. I hope you like this recipe of mine. Do give it a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching.